That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Reggae Vibes Radio Power to 2.1 FM, the Wayne Hall Show. It's Wednesday, 8 to 10. And of course, Power 2.1 FM, reggaevibesradio.com. And we say where information meets music. And we're doing our best to give you both of that tonight. And right now, we want to give you some information by way of an author and about a book called Prism of Poems, Lost and Found, not from determination, but devastation, by Shawna Halley. Shawna, good evening and welcome.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing great, Shawna, and very interesting. I like the look of the book cover. Yeah, it's got some artistry to it that, and creativity to it that makes you wonder what's going to happen when you turn the page. But before we get into that, I want to hear a little bit more about Shawna. Shawna, where are you from?
I'm originally from Guyana, South America.
Oh, happy 50th anniversary, Shawna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I know what it is to hang out with Guyanese. Believe me. Believe you me when I tell you, I know what it is to hang out with a Guyanese, okay? All right.
Okay.
I'm not going to say any more, but they know themselves. But it's a pleasure to have you, Shawna. And
Thanks.
we're in Guyana, actually.
Actually, I'm from the East Coast. I'm sorry, the West Coast, Berbice.
Berbice, okay.
I'm from the country, okay?
Hey, I don't care. The only place I ever wanted to go in Guyana was Border Oval because that's where cricket was played.
Okay, I got you.
But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. All right. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you have written a book and it's
I did.
called Prism of Poems. Now, I've already told the audience the title of the book. You tell us about the book. What is the Prism of Poems about?
The book is basically about it's poetry, of course, and it stimulates the senses, encourages breathtaking transformation, and with the readers, Wayne, it will, after reading the book, they will walk away with renewed strength, hope, seeing only possibilities. They will be conformed with their own spirit, within their own spirit, that challenges we face don't have to mean dead ends for us. It can and will actually evoke dormant forces that we didn't know that we have, or the power we know we didn't have, the strength we know we didn't have within. It will actually help them to renew their strength, to have conditional love, power, and patience, and even abundance, because so many times we feel like we don't have enough. But there's so much around us, and God is giving us all we need. All we need to do is look inside ourselves. So the book is all about looking within and stop looking outside of ourselves for answers, because we already have it. But he says, greater is he that is in me than that he that is in the world. So that's my motto.
So it's supposed to be inspirational and uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, you're saying?
Yeah, it is inspirational and uplifting because, the actual book came out from me being feeling disconnected and disillusioned with my own life.
Mm.
And it brought me to the point where I had to ask myself, what is it that you want from life? Apparently life is not giving you what you want. So what is this connection? And, I grew up with my grandmother, and her life centered on God. And her words and spirit helped me to remember when I needed, that extra strength or didn't know exactly where to turn. I turned to God. And then gradually, I felt better. And God began to synchronize my thoughts, my words, my action, people, and events to lift me up and to remind me of my true identity in Christ. And that I'm a free and loving and lovable being with abundance all around me.
Right. And you wanted to share that with us with just about everyone, correct?
Yes.
No particular audience. You've written a book that anyone from anywhere can relate to.
They sure can. They sure can. And if I had to think about a particular audience, when I would have to say, well, any individual who is ready, and the reason I say ready,
Yeah.
because sometimes we can give people things, but if they're not ready to receive it, then, it's almost, we can say it's a waste of time. But someone who's ready to go from within to find meaning, faith, and allowing constantly changing outer world, not to control their inner peace, but using and allowing their spirit or inner man, as some people will call it, to keep them, regulated and grounded on what is real and changeless, which is God. He doesn't change.
Right. Okay. So in the book itself, it's a collection of poems.
Yes.
Are they all written by you, or did you like seek out certain kind of poems and make this collection?
Actually, they were all written by me. I'm sorry, except for one. My son, I put a one poem in there that my son wrote for my grandmother when she passed away.
Yeah.
So that was the only poem that was not written directly by me. And just to give you a little backstory on the poems themselves, when I was experiencing I'm going to say trauma for lack of a better term right now, or depression.
Yeah.
And for me, life wasn't worth living anymore. And I expressed to my aunt, Paula, and a close friend, how I felt. And, they helped me to get through it. So the poems actually came from, connecting with God again, making sure I spend early mornings, meditating and praying and studying. And even sometimes some of the poems, first of all, the titles were given to me. And then after, I was given the standard stanzas to fill in. And when I went back and tried to change things around, because, sometimes you want to conform.
Right.
This doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound right. I need to change it. When I would try to change it, it would lose the energy or the meaning of what it was trying to say. So I had to go back and leave it alone, just kind of leave it the way it was given to me. And I felt, even when I wrote the poems and read them for a couple of times, I felt no connection. But then finally, it's like I had that aha moment. This is my life story.
Great.
And it all came together.
So there are poems for just about any situation. They can be an upliftment for the reader.
Right.
Okay. Now, where is the book available? Where can I go to find me a copy?
Currently, you'll have to actually come through me to my Facebook page, which is Prism of Transformation, or I can actually be emailed, prismoftransformation@gmail.com. But July 15th, it will actually be available on Amazon.
On July 15th. So we're getting the early release here. Now, you're actually doing an event in Atlanta, correct?
I am.
Okay, tell us about that.
But it's going to be a great opportunity for me that my cousin actually opened the way for me to come up, and because I live in Richmond, Virginia.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be coming up for the weekend, and I'll be doing a book signing event at her annual women's cricket tournament there in Atlanta.
Okay. All right. So at the cricket tournament, which day will you be doing the book signing?
I will be there on Saturday.
On Saturday at what time?
I will be there between 1 and I would say 5.
So between 1 and 5 Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, in the ATL, you can come out and get your copy of Prism of Poems signed by the author, Shawna Halley, out of Berbice, Guyana, passing through from Virginia, and go ahead and start reading. So Saturday between 1 to 5 at the cricket game, the 6th annual women's cricket tournament. So we look forward to that in the ATL. And again, I want you to remind listeners, because it's not the typical that they hear of a book where a book is available. Those who can't come to purchase the book on Saturday, tell us again how they can get a copy in their hands via the internet.
It will be you can email me at Prism of Poem. I'm sorry, Prism, I'm giving you the name of the book. Prism of Transformation @gmail.com, or inbox me on Facebook at Prism of Transformation.
Okay, so there we have it. Anything else you want to add, Shawna, that you really would like to share that I might not have asked you?
Just two final words. My mantra is pretty much saying to know your source is to live as one. So when we know our source, if you know, I know you mentioned that you like the cover book, and the prism represents my heart, and it's the organ that produces life-yielding source to all. And, you know, to be ready for transformation at any time, because life is always transforming. And if we're not ready to transform, then we're always going to hold ourselves back. And sometimes we resist change, but change is necessary for growth. So I always want people to remember to just be yourself, because everyone else is taken. So Wayne, only you can do what Wayne do the way Wayne do it. So nobody else needs to try to be an imitation of you. You can be an example, but not imitate. They just need to be themselves.
That's right. And there can only be one Shawna Halley.
Hello.
There you go. And she's written a lovely book, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Prism of Poems, Lost and Found, Not from Determination, but from Devastation. That is pretty interesting. In your moment of what you'd consider a very low moment, you inspired yourself to write something that can, in fact, inspire others. A lot of times when we're down and depressed, we hardly realize how valuable the other side of that feeling is until we are emerging out of it and we realize we can use it to help others. So we appreciate this work. Great stuff. And good luck on Saturday with your book signing. And Shawna, I know I asked you where I could find my copy, but if I ever have to ask for a copy of Prism of Poems, you will not hear the end of it. So make arrangement with
Okay.
cousin that if I don't make it to the cricket game Saturday, there's a copy signed by Shawna to Wayne Hall somewhere in somebody's bag coming home for me on Saturday, okay?
I will make sure I do that. Thank you so much. And you have a wonderful evening.
All right, Shawna, it was great talking to you, girl. You take care. See you over the weekend.
Yes, you will. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye-bye.